step you make, every new strategy you implement should be subordinated by a main, once again, yeah, my main paradigm, my main idea. Every change you make should be gradually, should make you closer to your final goal, gradually. At least a little bit, at least minuscule change, but at least it must be a positive change. So by having said that, I mean that sometimes we do different steps, we do moves, we are like haphazardly doing things that are like making our movement, our path chaotical. We always need to be focused. We are on point A, here is point B. So to come to point B, that doesn't mean you need to choose a straightforward way, but it does mean that every day your distance to point B should be closer and closer and closer and closer. Even if it should be a very little change. You could probably, I don't remember how to say it in English, but that's what they use in differential equations, differential integration.
Integrating factors.
Yeah. That's this is a very how you call it in English?
Delta.
Безмежно.
Oh, like infinitesimal, like infinitesimal, like that.
Yeah, infinitesimal change, and if you integrate them in a big scale, you'll have a result.
On a limit, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry because I know some English terms because I've been writing some articles, but it was a long time ago, so some things infinitesimal, right? I remember this word. So these 5 things are very important, and the painful fact is that our leaders today or yesterday or day before yesterday, I don't try to differ them. They basically don't use these 5, this framework or this mindset or name it. I don't know how to say properly. These 5. This approach to life, which I say to political life or state life, which I put in this, which I bring in these 5 points. So we need to do that. How to do that? Once again, we come back to new people. We need to have these new educated people who know that. Because actually, what I say is an obvious thing. It's not a big deal. I mean, I didn't say it's probably from many countries, like for American elite or even civil society. It's a conventional wisdom. It's nothing like revolutionary. I didn't create a Newton law here. It's something that probably sounds even trivial for somebody of you. But nevertheless, they don't think in this framework. They don't do it. Nothing of this is being done. Or sometimes is being done, but only in a few examples and once again haphazardly. And so I don't know if I wanna come back to I have also this strategy which I think is very important for Ukraine, but I won't be touching it now because it will be too much, too many things. The one thing I always say that generally these strategies should contain things like this. First, we need to create trust. I mean, this trust, it will be created when the new society, the new kind of society will be built. So this trust means that first of all, I trust myself. I'm very confident. I know what to do. And I know what to do because I'm enlightened, I'm educated, I have a good stamina, I'm trained hard, so I know what to do. So then I also know that the guys sitting here, they also, so I trust myself. Then I also know that all these guys sitting here, they are like me. They also know what to do, they all are confident, and I somehow can rely on them. So I'll trust them, and they trust me. We create this mutual trust. So the third and the most important, probably the most hard, the third step is to create trust between society and state and government, which certainly is the most difficult part. But once again, if all society will be like this, I mean, the society of mutual trust, one day they will elect new government. Sooner or later, it's just an inevitable process. You'll have it. Probably sometimes you need to push hard. Sometimes things like Maidan happen. But the problem is that Maidan only first step. To push hard is great, but we need to know who's pushing hard and what is being done after that. So this is very important. To create trust. Secondly, a very controversial word in Ukraine now, but still, we need to decentralize Ukraine. By having said that, I don't mean, once again, and I'm not pushing and promoting idea of what they sometimes call federalization, or like changing or giving power to decide like everything to regions. You know, certainly the government in a capital, like for example in the US or any other country, should be responsible for basic things like security, national security, like army, like monetary policy, like money, like those basic things, intelligence. But why should Kiev be responsible for a color of, like, you know, buses or trams in each city? I mean, it's, you know, how big money should be spent on that. For example, people in Lviv want to build roads. Okay, they spend money. They're not very rich. They spend money for that. But people in Odessa will be more focused in public education. They'll build better schools. So we'll see who's better. That's a competition. And you need to have a right to do that. Today, Ukrainians, I mean, local communities don't have a right to do that. We changed some of that constitution, but it's still controversial. It still doesn't work. The guys in Kyiv are so, reluctant to give up power, and it doesn't matter what kind of guys. The guys in 19, the guys in 2000, guys before Maidan, guys today, they all are so afraid to give up power. Because they know that power is everything they have. They're not choosing, praise of people or, gratitude of people. They just want a power. I don't know, it's a strange thing. Probably many politicians in the world, and probably many societies in the world face these things. But having a strong civil society, you just don't allow these people to concentrate that kind of power. So, and moreover, what is today Ukraine? Who is a good Ukrainian leader now? Have you ever thought of the idea that why didn't we have a good, long bench of substitutes in Ukrainian politics? Why always we have the same people on TV or in authority cabinets everywhere? So you see the same people for 25 years. They changed, some of them from different kinds of barricades, from different sides of barricades, then they swap. Then they come back. But these are the same people. Even if some of them are relatively young. I mean, where are these new people? So that's a problem